If you're looking to improve your stretching routine as a baseball player, you first need to become aware of all of your stretching opportunities. My name is Jesse Lapiana. I'm a former strength and conditioning coach for the Boston Red Sox organization, and by the end of this video, you will have a firm grasp on all of the stretching opportunities that you have at your disposal as a human being to ensure that you feel fully stretched out, whether you're looking to recover after a game or prepare for a game. I'm going to give you the full list of stretches that you could be doing as a baseball player to feel stretched, more flexible, and ready for the game. So we're going to start by kind of categorizing all of these different stretches based off of fascial chains or fascial lines. And this is something that Thomas Myers discovered, basically dissecting human beings and uncovering that there were this connective tissue on top of muscles that connects muscles. So for theory's sake, bones connected to each other make up joints, muscles connect bones, and fascia connects muscles. So it makes sense in order to get a bigger stretch to stretch based upon these fascial chains. So the first one we see here is called the back line or superficial back line, and we can see that it runs from the top of the head all the way down the back to the hamstrings to the bottom of the foot. The next one is called the lateral line, side of the neck, down the rib cage, outer hip, outer foot. The front line, front neck, abs, quads, top of the toes. The spiral line, sort of this twisting, rotational line. And then you have the arm line. So fascia links the muscles up through the fascial fabric. So now we're going to go through some examples of stretches based upon those fascial lines. So the first one that we see is a back line stretch. So we could see my brother demonstrating this pike rollback, stretches out a lot of the muscles of the back. And then it's a forward fold into a pike stretch. Next, we're going to see a front line or anterior chain stretch. These hero pulses stretching out the muscles of the tops of the toes, the quads, and the abs, front of the neck. Next, we have a medial line. So that lateral line and medial line is kind of crosses in and out, so we can kind of break the lateral line and the medial line into one category, but we see a bunch of different stretches for both of them. So we see these Cossack squats into this groiner hip flow. Next, we're going to see a spiral line stretch, so getting into some of the hip rotators. So I call this the 90-90 switch to axial rotation, so you're rotating with straight legs. Just transitioning. This is a nice kind of hip primer, hip opener. Something to gently get into rotating the hips with straight legs into bent legs. Next, we're going to see a lateral line stretch, so outer foot, outer knee, outer hip, outer abs. So you can lean back and forward. And then finally, we have an example of an arm line stretch in this bench external rotation. And then an exhale into protraction, which leads us out into the position, perhaps even turning the arms over. So So as mentioned, your flexibility training or your stretching should be categorized based on the front line, the back line, the medial and lateral line, the spiral line, and the arm line. And that's exactly what I've done here for you in the baseball training school. We have examples of different stretches for the front line, examples of different stretches for the back line, a whole catalog of stretches for the medial, lateral line, spiral line, and arm line. Not only does our community have flexibility training courses, we have mobility, testing, strength, power, endurance, nutrition, biomechanics for hitting, throwing, and running, accuracy and fielding, recruitment strategies, and a one-on-one mentorship program if you feel like you need some help going through it. So be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when I release new videos. I'll drop the links to the exclusive community in the description below, as well as a link to book a call with me if you feel like you need some help diving into this curriculum and just kind of a little bit of hand-holding for those who feel like that is helpful for them. So I'll see you guys in the next video.